Jack Jones. Man, y'all boys know I love me some Jack Jones. Last year, I said that Jack Jones was going to have a phenomenal rookie season, and he did. And we were expecting big things out of Jack Jones going into year 2 for the New England Patriots. He was having a very phenomenal mini camp, and then all of a sudden, this dude, last Friday, I get a notification on my phone that says Jack Jones has been arrested for allegedly having 2 loaded firearms at an airport. And this was the same person who was calling out and tweeting out John Morant for showing, guns on Instagram Live. Jack Jones, brother, what's up with you? What's going on with you, Jack Jones, man? So he has been charged with possession of a concealed weapons in a secure airport area, possession of ammunition without firearm ID card, unlawful possession of a firearm, and carrying a loaded firearm. And I was talking to a homie who does a lot of research when it comes to, law enforcement and sentencing when it comes to certain crimes. And I asked him, on the scale of 0 to 100%, how confident are you that Jack Jones could potentially get all this reduced to a misdemeanor? And he said 40%, which was pretty low. And I was like, dang, why so low? He was like, he doesn't know, man, because, up there in Massachusetts and that kind of area, that part of the country, they're really hard on cases like this, man. They don't play when it comes to firearms up in that part of the country. Now, one thing to be encouraged about if you're a Patriots fan is that this dude has a really good attorney. As a matter of fact, he has one of the best criminal defense lawyers in the whole entire country. And I would say her name if I knew how to pronounce it, but go and look up who Jack Jones' lawyer is that's going to be representing him in this situation. She's one of the best in America. So this man is in very great hands. And the New England Patriots, they haven't announced that they are going to be releasing him. I'm guessing that they're going to wait and see how this situation plays out. But he could be serving some time due to this situation, man. He could serve a mandatory 18-month prison sentence with the possibility of having 2 years added on to that because the firearms were loaded. And there's even some reports that are saying that he could end up facing a maximum time of 30 years. Now, I don't think he's going to face 30 years. And I think that there's a good possibility that maybe he can get off without facing a lot of time, and maybe he doesn't get any time at all. He has a really good lawyer that's going to be representing him in this case. He already bonded out for $30,000. But what his future in New England is really up in the air. And I'm a little bit surprised that he hasn't already been released already, considering the history that New England has when it comes to these kind of instances taking place. But right now, he's innocent until proven guilty. I'm a little bit hurt that Jack Jones had this happen to him, that he would put himself in this situation. I'm hoping that this situation plays out in his favor, because I was rooting for Jack Jones, man. Like, I was just about to release a video and I had to end up postponing it because I had him on being one of my breakout players in the AFC East, man. Like, I don't get what's wrong with some of these players, man. Do some of these players think, like, he can play it off and make it seem like it was an accident? From what my homie was telling me, they got to prove that he intentionally tried to bring those firearms or the plane or something like that, bro. But all this could have easily been avoided if you would have just left the fire at home. Like, come on, Jack Jones, man. Like, at least get it registered. At least get a license to carry. And then, Jack Jones kind of already has a little bit of a history with the law. This dude tried to rob a Panda Express a couple of years ago. Don't know why he would want to rob a Panda Express. Maybe he was trying to get some orange chicken. He also had some issues in the Patriots organization where he was late for a rehabilitation session. And allegedly, him and Bill Belichick kind of got into it, but he denied those reports. He's pled non-guilty to these charges. But for Jack Jones, man, I'm just hoping and praying that this situation works out for him, man. I don't want to see anybody rotting in jail. But at the same time, man, you got to make better decisions, dog. You're a role model. You're playing for the New England Patriots. You're playing in the NFL, the National Football League. People dream about being in this opportunity, man. I know a homie that used to play football not too long ago who is really upset that he hasn't had the opportunity to at least try for an NFL team, man. And he's destroyed about that. It's turned his world upside down because all he's known is football. Like, there are so many people who would love to be in Jack Jones' situation, playing for the New England Patriots with a chance of being the starting cornerback for them this season, man. And the New England Patriots were banking on this man. They had high expectations for Jack Jones going into this season. And if the worst case scenario ends up playing out, they're going to be in a little bit of a bind because then they're going to have to find out who's going to be their second cornerback, who's going to be lining up opposite side of Christian Gonzalez. Maybe they go and they sign Marcus Peters. Maybe they go and try to trade for somebody. We really don't know. But for right now, this is not a good situation for Jack Jones or for the New England Patriots organization because it leaves you with a big concern and a big question mark when it comes to your second cornerback spot. Now, like I said, you are innocent until proven guilty. He has a really good criminal defense lawyer. She's one of the best in America. So hopefully he can find a way to get this reduced to a misdemeanor. Hopefully he can remain the New England Patriots some way, somehow. But this doesn't really look good, man. And when you look at his past and his history of what he's done, yeah, you want to leave the past behind. But it's like, doggone it, man. You kind of keep putting yourself in the similar situations that you have in the past. And you keep repeating the same cycle. And it's just that some people in life just don't get it. And some people in life just never grasp the opportunities that they have in front of them. Some people just are poor decision makers. And hopefully Jack Jones isn't one of them, but right now it looks like he is. And I'm not trying to paint a narrative on Jack Jones. I'm not trying to portray him in a certain light. But all I'm saying is that this dude finds himself in these kinds of situations very often. Hoping that Jack Jones ends up having this situation play out in his favor. I really want him to play for the New England Patriots this year, man. He was one of my favorite rookies to watch last year. I'm rooting for this man. But you got to make better decisions, people. We have to be better decision makers, especially when we have this kind of opportunity that's been blessed to us, man. Jack Jones worked his tail off to get to this point, man. And it's kind of a little bit disappointing to see his fate decided in the hands of the law.